I think one of the great challenges of job development is encouraging and inspiring the individual to see their possibilities, to see past their limitations. Most of these folks have grown up their whole life knowing a whole lot more about what they can't do than what they can do. And you know, all of us are drawn to that which makes us feel good and strong and powerful, and we are going to shy away from things that highlight our weaknesses. And we all come with a bunch of strengths and a bunch of weaknesses. But for people who've not typically been valued or perhaps have been in the work world before, we've got a lot of work to do to help them uncover their skills and abilities and help them see that they too have gifts. I believe what Native Americans believe, that every person born to the earth is born with gifts. It's impossible to be born to this world without them. And it is in the exchange and expression of our gifts that they become medicine for the tribe, for the family, for the village, the agency. They also believe that the health and wholeness and vitality of any community requires 100% participation of every person's medicine. Now, what many of us know is that not everyone's gifts are obvious. And so we have to be creative in being able to uncover what a person's abilities are. Some of my favorite prompts have to do with things like, ever since I was a small child, I've been able to. My friends and my family have always told me that I am very. In the same way the bird knows it must fly, I know that I am here too. I'm always happy when. One of the most thrilling experiences I've ever had was, I like looking at people's favorite places to go, their favorite possessions, who their heroes are. There are so many ways to uncover who a person is and where their gifts might lie. But for people who haven't worked before, it takes a little more creativity, but it also takes the firm belief that every person belongs in community and every person deserves a chance. One of the pillars of my work is a quote from the great Buckminster Fuller, who once said, everyone is a genius in the right context. I hope you love that as much as I do. Everyone is a genius in the right context. So what if we were to start by believing that every person, just as they are right now, have the total potential for genius if we can find the context in which this person can shine. And there are times, you know, you're working with someone and you just don't see the gifts. But it's not that they aren't there. It's not that the person has failed to bring gifts into the world. It's that we have failed to see them yet, which is really a wonderful thing that we work in communities and we work in teams. Not everyone sees everyone's best assets, but someone will. To me, the most successful, effective job developer is a person who is a believer in possibility. It's a person who applies possibility thinking to their entire world about what's possible in community, what's possible in your own life, what's possible in the lives of the people in front of them. Our job is to make connections where perhaps they don't yet exist. It's to get out of our own assumptions. I mean, all of us bring a healthy amount of bias and blind spots to the equation. And we tend to kind of limit ourselves and other people by things we've seen and not seen. And I think a really important part of this job is to say, I don't know it all. There are opportunities everywhere. How do I put my biases and my blind spots aside so that when I listen to a person's dreams, I'm really listening. I think a lot of people fear that applicants bring these like unrealistic expectations, or that their families or their parents bring these unrealistic expectations. People who believe in possibility thinking don't take the dream at face value, but they peel it like an onion. What is at the heart of this dream? Not what does this person want, but why do they want it? And to really take the time, and just take a moment and ask the important question. Is it my determination that this is going to be totally impossible for this person to achieve? Or is the truth that I don't know how to help them do that? Like, there's a huge difference between those two questions. To me, possibility thinking is about saying, if I don't have an answer, it's not that the answer doesn't exist. But who else can I go to? Who else can I talk to? What new questions should I be asking?